Do you ever get to the end of the year and wonder, where the hell did all of the time go? In this video, I'm going to share the 10 reasons as to why people self-sabotage and can't stick to their New Year resolutions. When sharing the list of reasons, with each one, I'm going to pair it with actionable advice that you can use to make achieving your goals much easier and more efficient. Before we get right into it, remember I have a second YouTube channel where you can watch my daily routines, how I stay productive, what I'm going to be doing in the new year. I'm going to record all of that. The link is in the description, along with all of my other socials, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat. I also have a brand new podcast where I'm releasing exclusive episodes. It's called Self-Obsessed. It's available on both Apple Podcasts and Spotify. And lastly, this video has kindly been brought to you by Squarespace. If you don't already know about Squarespace, then get to know, because it is an all-in-one online platform built for entrepreneurs to stand out online and succeed. Squarespace has made it their mission to make it super easy for even a beginner to create a beautiful website, engage their audience, and sell literally anything online, from products to content to time, all in one place. Okay, now let's get into the 10 reasons as to why you usually always fail at your New Year's resolutions, because the quicker you understand it, the quicker you can have the best year of your life in 2024. Mistake number 1, your goals are too icky and too overwhelming. Writing down the goal, I need to get a job promotion this year, is a mistake in itself. It's too big of a goal and it doesn't seem easy to achieve. So with every big outcome that you want for your life, you have to break it up into smaller steps. That way it can be trackable and you can contribute to achieving that goal every single month, making it easier to achieve. For example, if the big outcome you want for your life in 2024 is the job promotion, then every single month you need to set yourself smaller goals so that by the time you get to the 12 months, you've gotten the big outcome. So in January, it might be to network with more people in the industry. In February, it might be to go to more work socials so that you can get friendlier with the higher ups in your job. In March and April, it might be to do a set number of courses to develop your skill set within your field so that you can then improve your resume, maybe apply to other jobs, etc. When you look at it like that, you are much more likely to go throughout the year and think, I'm actually doing all of the things I said I was gonna do. When you say getting a job promotion, how are you supposed to action that? If you work out the steps to achieve it, you can start doing something to get closer to that goal every single day. Mistake number 2, the pressure of perfection is holding you back. It is only when you embrace failure will you be able to get back up every single time, but 10 times stronger. AKA, get used to having no results. When you mess up or you procrastinate, all of a sudden you are less motivated to keep going. All of a sudden you think that you're not meant for that life or you're not meant to achieve that goal because you thought the journey was gonna be a straight line. You need to set goals knowing the journey is gonna be an absolute mess. That's what the line is gonna look like. And you're gonna love every single second of it, because the more difficulties and the more failures you experience on a daily basis, the closer you move towards achievement because of the wisdom gained in that process. Remember, every single successful person in the world has more failures than they do successes. So when you flip your perception to that and you're going about your day and you're coming across these hurdles and it's not as easy as you thought it would be, all of a sudden you go from, oh my God, I'm not meant for this, to, oh my God, I'm making progress. And therefore, if every single day you're making that little bit of progress, there is nothing more satisfying and motivating than that. And that is how you're gonna keep pushing yourself to keep going. Progress has got nothing to do with results. Mistake number 3, you are not wiping the slate clean. You cannot create a new life and experience by being the same old person you've been this whole time. It's not possible. You have to grow and adapt and evolve to get closer to the highest version of yourself. And that process starts with your mind. You can't all of a sudden expect to switch up and start doing things differently if you haven't dealt with what's going on in here first. You need to reflect and start understanding how you're sabotaging yourself. What are your triggers? What are your distractions? And I'll give you a great example of this. In December 2022, when I was forming out my 2023 goals list, I opened up my notes app in my iPhone and I wrote out an entire script of my higher self. In this script, I wrote out, how does she think every day? How does she live every day? How does she spend her weekends? How does she spend her mornings? What is her attitude towards work? What does she prioritize? What is the relationships in her life like? What are her expenses? How does she invest her money? And unsurprisingly, I literally have her life now. The person I was this time last year would not be capable of any of this, of getting the apartment, of having this job, of thinking and acting and being financially stable, because she had been living the exact same way her entire life. It wasn't until I scripted it out and thought, these are the different ways in which I need to change in order to become the ideal person. So you have to change your mindset, but you also have to change your environment. You are who you surround yourself with, and you are the lifestyle that you live. So you have to change the lifestyle you're living and change the people you're surrounding yourself with, so then it aligns to where you want to go rather than just accepting what you've been given. For example, when I wanted to shift my reality for it to be closer to my higher self, I evaluated my circle, I cut off the people that were no longer serving me. I started going to literally any networking events I could just to be around like minds. I joined a more expensive gym just because when I was walking into the gym every single day, the car park was full of Porsches, full of G-Wagons. I was walking around and I knew I was around rich people and millionaires. And the reason that's so important is it makes the world of a difference surrounding yourself in that environment and those people, because it makes your dreams seem more realistic and more achievable. Take starting a YouTube channel, for example, and getting 100,000 subscribers. If you are surrounding yourself with small minds, they are gonna hype you up and they are gonna make you think you're the shit, to the point where it keeps you stagnant, because you've already got all of that validation and all of these people around you are so impressed by what you're doing, you can't even see that you haven't reached half of your potential yet. Whereas if you have those same 100,000 subscribers, but you are networking with millionaires and business owners and people who have already done that, sure, they're gonna compliment you, they're gonna say congratulations, but they are gonna push you to keep going. Most importantly, you're gonna see everything they're capable of and everything they went on to achieve, that it's gonna make you feel like you're at the start of your journey, and that is the answer to success. Number 4, you don't have a purpose. Purpose creates drive. Drive is motivation. It's the thing that will have you leaping out of bed every single morning, excited to put in the work. Discipline isn't even a question at that point, because you're already so obsessed with working towards the goal. So the mistake that so many people make is not having the why behind their goal. You can say, I want to have a 6-figure business in 2024. Literally, why? If your why is just to get more money, it's a very fickle goal and it's gonna feel disappointing and unreachable on your journey. So you need to turn that into a deeper meaning. For example, I want the money to help my family. I want the money to buy myself a house. I want the money to start investing for my financial freedom. I want the money to be able to travel the world. Or I want to reach that point to start helping causes that I believe in. Or I want to get to that point to help young aspiring entrepreneurs get the help that I didn't. Now that is a mission. That is a mission that is gonna keep you going, keep you disciplined, and keep you motivated. Okay, all of a sudden you're gonna wake up first thing in the morning and it's not, oh my God, I have all of this work and admin to do. It's all of these people I'm gonna meet, all of these people I'm gonna help, all of these places I'm gonna go, all of these causes I'm gonna contribute to. Mistake number 5, you are waiting for the right time. All of the knowledge and all of the resources that you are currently seeking out that is preventing you to start, you will end up learning on the journey of doing it anyway and putting the content out there, trying as you go along. Otherwise, you are just self-sabotaging. You are telling yourself, I'm gonna wait for the right time. There's never a right time. There is always another excuse or inconvenience you can use. It is your perfectionism that is holding you back. And the longer that you prevent yourself from starting, somebody else who isn't even as talented or resourceful as you is starting. They're starting and they're getting ahead and they're gonna be at the top of that industry just because you were too afraid to start. You were too afraid to make a fool of yourself or worry about what other people thought. For example, you always talk about how you wish you had more money, how you wish you had multiple streams of income like everybody else, how you wish you could just start a business. Why are you wishing and not doing? And let's use that example, okay? Wanting another stream of income, wanting to start a business. What if you just set up your website for your side hustle today? Literally go on squarespace.com and they provide every single resource, every single piece of information you would need to be able to learn how to do that. You deciding to just set that website up today offers the opportunity for it to completely change your entire life within 6 months. All of a sudden you have increased income, you have leads, all of a sudden you have a customer base, you know about social media marketing. You no longer have any excuse to wait to be perfect or ready or even have enough time. With Squarespace, you can start selling courses. You don't need money to buy inventory. You don't need the space or the extra time to be shipping orders out every single day. And yet you're still setting up a business and getting a really good extra stream of income. Squarespace has an entire article on their website on how to create and sell online courses. All you do is go online, select your top goals and what you want to create a course about, and all of a sudden, Squarespace is offering you all of these ready to go, personalized course templates for you to use so that you can start today. They also have all of the analytics you would ever need to start observing the insights and analyzing how you could grow your business. And when it comes to courses, you have complete flexibility. You can create online video courses with Squarespace. You can set up appointments for people to book so that you can have one-to-one meetings with people sharing whatever you are super knowledgeable about. So to get a head start on your 2024 dream life, you should head to squarespace.com to start your free trial. And when you're ready to launch, come back to this video, click the link in the description, and you can save 10% off your first purchase of a website or a domain. Mistake number 6, you don't understand the strategy behind habit forming. A solid routine is one of the keys to successful habit forming. For example, my goal for the last quarter of this year was to start waking up at 6 a.m. I wanted to do this so I could get more done in a day, I could be productive, I could just get ahead of the curve. I have to plant a trigger and a reward around that 6 a.m. goal so it doesn't feel daunting or overwhelming. So my trigger is that I started to go to bed at 10:30 p.m. every single night, and I lay my gym clothes out in front of me. That is me setting my intention. Every single evening I choose to do that, I know I am about to get ready to wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning. The more and more I practice that, laying out my gym clothes at 10 p.m. at night in itself becomes a habit, and then the action of waking up at 6 a.m. is just the automatic outcome of doing that. When the alarm goes off at 6 a.m., I choose to do something that makes me happy. For me personally, it's going to the gym, then going on a walk and going to get a matcha. For you, it could be literally anything. But if you were already setting yourself a difficult goal, and then the outcome of the goal is once you do it, then you have to do more work, or you have to go and do something you dislike, of course you're not going to stick to it. If you immediately give yourself a reward once you complete it, that is an example of positive reinforcement, and then your brain is going to start seeking out that action even more. I have made the new goal more desirable than my previous lifestyle. And that is the secret to making your habits stick. Mistake number 7, you are only focusing on working hard. What? Listen, there is only so much work that you can do throughout the day. And if you're not pairing that work with manifestation, it's work wasted. The thing that keeps me going all day long, staying motivated, staying disciplined, is my ability to be able to see all of my goals. I get excited, like I literally get giddy and I squeal at the thought of what I'm working towards, even though it's not even near the life that I'm living right now, because I am so sure I'm gonna get it. And me being able to visualize all of the things I'm working towards makes me feel satisfied, which is also another really key component to consistent habit forming. My personal answer to this is manifestation. It's lucky girl syndrome. I have an entire video on how to achieve the lucky girl syndrome mindset. It's on 1 million views for a reason. And I kid you not, I've had people send me messages where they say they quit their job and pursued their dream life and got it just as a result of watching that one video on my channel. Mistake number 8, you are not letting yourself break your resolution. This is my personal favorite. You need to allow yourself time to go off track, to break your resolution. I know, it sounds a bit crazy, but bear with me. For example, literally have a backup day every single week. For me, it's Sundays. So Sunday is my backup day. Monday to Friday is my hustle hard, trying to put in all the work to achieve my goals. And Sunday being my backup day means that if I have not achieved all of the things I said I was gonna do Monday to Friday, then on Sunday, I have to play catch up and I have to do what I need to do. But here's the thing. This motivates me more because I know I have that free day. If I just focus and I don't procrastinate and I get all of my work done Monday to Friday, Sunday is my reward day, okay? It goes from backup day to reward day. And Sunday I can do whatever I want. I can lay in front of the TV all day. I can go out with my friends. I can have fun. When you have that backup day every single week, that means that you are actually never falling behind because you are allowing yourself that room for error. And this means as you go throughout all of the months of the year, you don't have all of this work piling up. You're not thinking, oh my God, I should have achieved this ages ago, because consistently you've been making sure you are staying on track with that backup day. Because when you do push yourself too hard and then you don't get everything you thought you were gonna get done, all of a sudden you feel badly about yourself. And then you don't have that room to catch up. So then that pile of catch-up work is just building up and up and up. And now you feel like, oh my God, the goal is too far gone. I should have done this ages ago. And now I'm so behind. I just wasn't cut out for this. And that is how all goals and dreams go to die. Mistake number 9, you are focusing more on the year and less on the day. I used to start a year feeling very overwhelmed because of the long list I had just set out to achieve. And as a result, when I set out to try and do those things, I ended up just being a time waster, losing track of time, not knowing how to achieve those goals efficiently. Now, this has changed my life. I am at a point in my life where I only think about the 24 hours in front of me. I don't care what I'm doing tomorrow. I don't care what I'm doing on the weekend. The 24 hours in front of me. I've taken this to such a level where last week I was just focusing on the day ahead and my boyfriend called me. He was like, oh, okay, so like, what time are you going to London tomorrow? And I was like, oh my God, yeah, I have to be in London tomorrow for a movie premiere. I literally forgot because I'm so focused on taking advantage of every single hour that has been given to me right now before I go to sleep again and start a fresh day. And when you are so fixated on the day that you have been given and not worrying about the future or the past, you are gonna try and squeeze as many micro steps of your goals into your day as possible. And that will ensure that you are staying consistent and achieving always. And lastly, mistake number 10 that you need to stop right now is that you do not pivot. I can't say that word without thinking of Ross Geller. Anyways, the lesson here is that you need to reflect in order to pivot. As easy as it would be, we can't just say a statement or set out an intention and then follow that step by step in the exact same way every single day like machines. What worked for our productivity a year ago might not work anymore, and that's okay. That's actually very normal. When habits falter, and you feel yourself not living up to your full potential, it is your responsibility to journal about it, to assess where you're going wrong, what you could do next time. With this step, I highly recommend documenting your journey, and this could be in any form, whatever's easier for you, whatever you're more comfy with, okay? It doesn't need to be hard. Record a voice memo to yourself every single day. Journal 1 page every single day. Get your phone, put it on video mode, balance it, and just talk as if you're on FaceTime to your friend about what happened today. So much wisdom comes from this. When you feel yourself struggling again, you're gonna go back to that bank of videos or voice notes, you're gonna listen, or you're gonna read through your journal, and you're gonna see, oh, 5 months ago today, I was having a really good day. Why? And why am I not doing that now? Oh, it's because this is how I spent my morning. This is how I was doing my work. These are the distractions I avoided. You are now discovering productivity hacks and things that you can incorporate into your routine that are personal to you. No one has better advice for you than you, literally. So documenting it is like you becoming your own personal life coach. And that brings us to the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please comment down below and let me know which mistake or lesson number was your favorite, because I always like to read through them and kind of use that advice to improve my future videos. Thank you so much for getting to this point in the video. I'm very proud of you. Look at you taking your New Year's goals so seriously. It's gonna be a straight year of just goals and growth and achievement and success. I am saying it right now. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.